This Memorial Travel Weekend is different than most. Ebola screening has begun at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport for Americans returning from the hot zone in Central Africa.
Hartsfield-Jackson is one of 3 designated airports that will have those enhanced screenings. Fox 5's Kevin Stewart is live at the airport tonight with more details. Kevin.
Yeah, first it was Dulles in the Washington, D.C. metro area. Tomorrow it's going to be Bush International in Houston, and of course us. And why Atlanta was selected is because of our previous success with this type of screening.
The midday rush of international travelers arriving in Atlanta comes with something new for American citizens returning from the Democratic Republic of Congo, Uganda, and South Sudan. That's ground zero for the latest Ebola outbreak.
The individuals will receive temperature monitoring. They will have a brief questionnaire.
Monday is the 3rd full day of screening of travelers here at Hartsfield-Jackson. One traveler from Scotland didn't see any obvious screening. He says he's not worried.
All we saw was just a sign that said if you've been in certain countries, be aware of symptoms.
We are providing the traveling public an assessment and next steps regarding their onward movement based on that screening set of questions and evaluation. I will also add that this is a process that CDC, in conjunction with other federal partners like Customs and Border Patrol, have instituted multiple times successfully in conjunction with state and local health departments.
At least 220 people have died from a rare strain of Ebola during the outbreak. There is no vaccine. Dr. Barney Graham leads the David Satcher Global Health Institute at Morehouse School of Medicine and has worked on Ebola vaccines.
It's not a virus that transmits easily like COVID. The coronavirus transmits easily by respiratory spread, but Ebola needs close contact.
So, in other words, experts insist passengers on planes and traveling through the airport before screening are not likely to become infected.
Many of these outbreaks are most dangerous to healthcare providers because of the close contact.
All right, no word on how many people have been screened here in the last 3 days. I can tell you that if you are cleared to leave the airport and go home, you will be monitored for 21 days by the state health department, wherever your final destination is. We're live at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. Kevin Stewart, Fox 5 News.
All right, Kevin, thanks.